Okay, so last we left off, you guys met with the river farmers. You found out that they had a little bit of conflict. The ones in the south following the father wished to join the legion. The ones in the north not following the chieftain's son, who is the father, uh, wants to remain independent. No masters. That is poses a problem for you. One of you guys just doesn't want to get into the conflict, although you have helped to, or somebody else may have helped to try and stir things. However, that is not the plan. The plan now is to, or at least became, convince the father to send his men who may be loyal to the Legion to fight with his son's men who are not loyal, to act as a distraction while you guys go and fight the emissary who is in the area, heading the recruitment of this village. You've learned that man to be Ivan the Stalker. He is a mid-man who rides upon a gigantic marsh dragon. Upon learning about how he likes to fight, which is mounted from afar and using large arrows to kill small midmen like yourself, you sent Felix to go into the camp and steal his bow. Now, luckily enough, most of his soldiers are, in fact, infantry, including a bunch of Purgator, which come from this village, and a handful of marsh dragon broods. Well, a brood of marsh dragons, to be more specific. Maybe like 6 of them, 7 if you count his bigger and badder one. Now, Felix decided to go and get that spear. And he did, successfully. He went in, he snuck around all the marsh dragons that were snoozing, and grabbed that spear, or bow. He grabbed that bow. Um, and then left without a hitch. And then I think you guys camped for the night. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So, now to discuss moving forward. It is important for me to know now. Do you guys plan on fighting Ivan in his camp? Because if so, you won't be fighting on a combat map like this. This is supposed to be a war mode map, a battlefield map. That's the word, a battlefield map. Instead, you guys will be fighting him in personal combat, which is, like normal combat that we're used to when we play Dungeons and Dragons. Much like the first one where you fought the Marsh Dragon. If that's the case, well, well, I guess there's nothing you need to tell me. That's just what's going to happen if you guys move forward and attack his camp.
Sirs,
Yes.
are we attacking the camp?
I'm not sure. Or did we know this in character?
Well, that's what you guys
I'm-
are discussing right now in character.
yeah, I'm asking in character.
Well, I mean, Poppy narrating, but
Well,
no like character just threw me off a little.
now you guys could discuss.
Well, is it going to be like a battlefield or is it going to be like a combat map thing?
He literally just said that.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like, is there a choice that we can make or no?
Yeah, we can
Well, we can
fight
either
not
wait
in
for
his
him.
camp.
We can
Like,
try and
fight in
bait
the
him
forest.
out. Yeah, we can either bait him out into the forest or we can fucking go into the camp.
I'm thinking fighting in the camp would be better.
Yeah. So what time is it right now?
Should be morning.
Yeah, say it's like the very start of sunset, the crack of dawn, if you will. I can say that actually no. I'm trying to figure out what is and isn't pertinent information I can give you out of combat out of character. Um so I guess I can offer you this and take an inventory of your situation. As of right now, Felix, you know how many soldiers or how many threats are in that camp. If you need me to remind you, I can, because it's been a week.
There's no threats in that camp.
Yeah, I mean, he made it back. There's probably no threats in that camp.
Well, okay, well, here's how I see it. If we fight in combat, we can't win the fight through the greatest means. But if we win through the battlefield, we can.
Now, Felix, are you actually telling your party that there is no threats in that camp at all whatsoever?
No, tell them how many threats are in the camp, yeah.
Okay, so aside from the emissary and his mount, there are 6 marsh dragons, 40 ranged infantry, and 16 Paraditor infantry. As of right now, you guys, not counting 4 of you, I believe have 10. Let's see, 7 because Hyman never altered his red bar. I probably could just do it right now.
You told me not to fuck with one of the bars, and I wasn't sure which one.
Choose whichever one you feel like. I think that red is infantry, or red is soldiers. Blue used to be morale, but we're not doing morale no more.
You hear me out. If we do it through battlefield combat, we can just take the raid action.
I do what I want, John.
I believe.
And we all know raid is how you play it.
So I think you have what, 10, 7, 9.
0.
So you got like 28 soldiers between you 4. Then you have your River Farmer Peltasts, which are 4 soldiers each because they're all Paraditor. So that's another 8. 8 ranged infantry. And your River Farmer Rebels, who are another 4, who are another 8 melee infantry. Then you have Old One Eye, who's a Battleborn Paraditor, and Lucky, who is a much smaller Battleborn, and Sparrow. And Sparrow has her 10 soldiers as well. So you are very much outnumbered.
I mean, I feel like we
Well-
just wait for him to come out and snap his neck when he comes out.
How big is this camp?
Remember the map? It's fucking huge.
Oh no, Felix is here. Like, how can he gauge how big is it?
Let's see. 1, 2.
Yeah, Felix, what did you see when you went into that camp?
Tell these losers how many people that were seen.
The camp itself is maybe like half a residential block. Is that? Not sure how that maps in your head, or as it does mine. Half a small elementary school in size. I mean, it houses what? 40, 56 people, 7 large dragons, and a midman.
Half a middle school. This is some real freedom units.
Yeah, half a residential unit was I looked outside and was like, yeah, that's quite big.
It makes sense if there's dragons and other shit in there.
I'm just thinking about like my actual block.
Yeah, I know. It's.
which is
I think
Hey
it's very
boy,
much
get
bigger
your
over here.
AR-15s ready.
mine's not a commie block, so it's not that big. Well, needless to say, there will be ample room to move around while you fight. But it's kind of a small camp. It's not that large because the unit itself isn't that large in terms of a fighting force. It's the dragons, I guess, make up the bulk of it, and then it has a bunch of support units. So
Think
if we
can sneak up
harken
on
back
them?
to session 1, that dragon times 6 with way more people behind it. Oh, with about as much people actually. What were you saying, Haku? Or
What if we can sneak near the camp? Are we gonna actually
We're already near the
attack
camp, though.
the camp?
well, you guys have the information. Discuss amongst yourselves until you reach an answer.
Fighting the beasts in the camp would be hard. Fighting um, Ivan outside wouldn't be as hard. We could wait in ambush.
Well, while we're at camp, I am gonna do my camp power.
Well, yeah, I have a camp power too.
I guess I will overcharge.
I will commune with the spirits.
Huh. Neither of my powers do too much for me in this current situation.
Right, I get 4 more anime. 4 more anime.
So, are we doing battlefield or personal for this?
Battlefield.
Okay, meditate.
Well, for battlefield combat, you'd have to wait for him to get onto this map.
I mean, we can probably bait him out, right?
How would you do that?
Or
Possibly.
His camp is
Uh.
maybe a mile south.
Can our old man shoot the bow? Is he strong enough?
Just have Felix like run the bow over there and then run out. Just be like, damn, fuck you. I have your bow. We wait in ambush and then ambush them once they push into the forest.
At old man, can you shoot it?
Do I look like an archer? I check out the bow.
It's probably the fanciest piece of wooden craftsmanship you've ever seen. It is quite large, though. This bow is akin to... It's akin to Odysseus's bow. You've read that story. It's big, massive. The draw is quite large. You, with your 11 strength, you can try to pull that string, but you ain't getting it nowhere.
Now, what about me with my 8 strength and my fucking tiny ass?
You'd be lucky enough to actually hold it, or be able to.
Actually, can Herod?
Well, Herod is here. He's not really supposed to be.
I mean, he's commanding the other units, so
Yeah, but you know, it's one of those things where like, hey, this is an NPC, but you know, he's not really here for you guys to use, but you guys kind of used him anyway. I'm like, you know what, just transport things, I'll let you do it. But to get him into combat, hmm, you know what, I guess you could do that. Sure. Herod and his 15 strength? No, that's not him. It's not him. I might have Herod's page open. Let's see. Herod. Herod's 18 strength. Yes, Herod can pick that bow up and he can pull back the string. And he lets it go and it releases a mighty thwang. Guess I should find Herod's token. Well, what are you guys doing?
Waiting to see what happens.
Well, if we're already gonna attack them, let's go. You know, go over to their camp. It's like a mile away, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I will yell Gave in the camp.
Incredible strategy. They will never see it coming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that we should just fucking have Felix bait him out, but we could also just push into the camp.
Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is, I'm probably gonna cast Earthquake to start it off.
Is Earthquake a combat power or spell?
Nope, it's one of my shaman spells.
Okay. Just checking. So, you guys are going to assault the camp directly then. Correct?
Yep.
Alright.
And can we not do that as a battlefield action though?
The camp is too small
I mean,
to do
attack-
battlefield.
Okay. Guess
So
we're
we
going
decided.
in.
Yeah, we decided we're just gonna push in.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Let me.
And by
Based-
we decided it's just old man is casting earthquake.
Fucking. What's his name?
Can you keep those chips away from the mic?
No.
Shit. I have to make soldier tokens for each and every one of your characters now? I think I do.
It's Archimond outside Dalaran.
This is gonna be a messy combat. Gonna take forever. Take 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I will put Shuya in the back, sniping people.
10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm having second thoughts about this.
Too late, honky.
God, I hate my players so much.
Did you see that image I posted?
That's
That
feeling
already
like it.
happened, like right on the first session.
I'm dividing
EPK, let's go.
I'm dividing single tokens into 10s and 4s. Just to give you an idea of what I'm doing right now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Copy these. And paste those 4 times. Ah, this is so bad. This is gonna be really bad, you guys.
Hell yeah.
Haku and Morgan, do you remember the fight you guys had in our first game with all the Deadeye Elves at the Paladins?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like imagine like 3 times those numbers.
No. The last fight I remember with Paladins was when they blew up a park.
One, 2, 3, 4. And simulate 4 units. This is so dumb. Okay. All the units are on the field.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I gotta make hero and soldiers now too. Once again, hating my players. God, players are the worst.
Same. I hate end users so much.
But I literally asked if we could do this in Battlefield and you said no.
I said yes, but you can't do it in the camp.
I'm sorry.
You can't do it in
That's
in the
why
camp.
we were trying to bait them. That's why we're trying to bait them out of the camp. But then Felix is like, "No, you know what? I do what I want, John."
It wasn't Felix, it was the fucking giant old man.
Yeah, but we just like have Felix run over there with the bow and like call Ivan racial slurs.
Yeah,
Let him run
then
away.
he gets picked up and the bow is back in Ivan's hands.
No, I trust Felix. He'll get away
I
fast
don't.
enough. You haven't seen what I've seen with Felix. He's an insane warrior. Every time I think we're about to lose, he's just raiding. Every time.
All right.
Those creatures from beyond, raiding. The fucking everything else we ran into, raiding.
How do you guys plan on actually assaulting the camp?
I think that guy was casting Earthquake.
Okay, Archimonde's going to blow up most of the camp.
What these Piltas should it be this numerous? Fuck. Zero birds. I could reduce your numbers by a bit.
Then I'll use
Okay, how about this?
my battlefield ability, Vanguard. and, like,
Strategize
push
how
in.
exactly. Okay, you guys are planning to attack a camp. You know that the camp is scary and dangerous, right? Cool things. Strategize. Don't tell me the DM. Tell you guys yourselves, and then tell me the DM.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raid.
Holy based.
Okay, but like for real.
We're gonna
So
raid.
I need to find any fourth player.
It was not a
Felix
joke.
is
That is what we're gonna do.
inexplicably going to die. All right. So the old man's gonna cast. So you had some spell, right? Something that'd make us pushing to almost certain death a little bit easier.
Old man is taking a nap now.
That's over. Gotta like gather up his mana. If we have something to put them on the back foot for at least a brief period of time, my unit can push in and take the brunt of whatever they have. Maybe even wipe out a few of them before they're able to respond.
Yeah, I got earthquake right here.
I'm gonna cast. Fucking. How big is this camp? In feet.
Let's say a radius of 100.
100 feet
Yeah.
radius.
Wall them in.
I
Big
I
map on
have
track.
a
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is such a bad idea. Ooh, I have a better idea then.
thinking about flame striking the whole last camp.
Yeah, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. So if you two cast all your spells, we should be able to at least clean up majority of their normal units. How we get rid of the dragons, that's still a little bit that's up for debate.
Are the dragons wet?
What do you mean by this?
No.
Okay.
They like to roll around in dirt, though. Jesus Christ. Okay. Have you guys figured out a plan of attack?
Yup.
So,
Can we get the map of the camp?
Hmm?
Can we get a map?
No.
So we're literally in front of the camp, but we
Well-
cannot get a
well,
map.
Are you in
Our-
front of the camp?
Our scout
Camp
could
is a
describe
mile
it to
away
us.
right now.
Is
Only
it
one of us-
when we
yes.
marching towards it?
No,
I
we
was
sent
giving an
Felix
indication
there.
of that.
We
I
sent
thought,
Felix there. We need our scout to describe the camp to us.
Alright, let's just march towards there then.
Herman's
We'll
just
be
like fucking.
fine.
Herman's just like, all right, comrades, fucking.
Okay.
One of you has rifle, one of you has bullet.
You guys begin to march southwards towards the camp. You have to trudge through both heavy trees and hills, and eventually you get to a much calmer terrain, which is just swamp. Mostly tree swamp. Mostly trees, less marshy, but still swamp nonetheless. Until eventually, Felix will let you know that the camp is maybe about 300 feet off in the distance. Though you have no clear line of sight of the camp, you can smell that the fire, the campfires are being the scent of campfires being taken downwind towards you.
Got it. But
Wait,
so how far until I can actually see the camp?
Well, like I said,
it's 300 feet. We should be able to see it.
in the wooded marsh.
You say it's 300 feet?
Yeah, it's a very. It's not a. It's still light terrain, but it's still the trees are huge to get in the way. If you remember in the
Alright.
first game, the visibility in this place is very bad.
Oh, okay.
But I guess we can sneak and cast some stuff on the camp then.
Right. Who is sneaking up to the camp? Are you sneaking ahead of your soldiers, or are you trying to take your soldiers with you for an ambush?
I'd say we go first, and then the soldiers can come in.
Let me just draw a little thing over here.
And that's a big ass snake with legs.
So, for what you can tell, the camp is beyond a tree line, right? Figured if you guys are sneaking on your own, you don't have to make any checks. Who is sneaking forward?
Me and the other guy.
Who's the other guy? Me. I'm
No,
using
not
the.
you. No,
First
absolutely
using
not you.
Calico
No,
Fight.
it's
But I
using
am- but-
Calico Fight.
it's
I
the
have-
fucking spellcasters. I don't fucking care what you have.
All right, fine. Sure.
Yeah, so it's gonna be me and Kralikova.
Kidok. Eventually, you'll get to a point where the camp isn't too obscured by trees. But if you wish to remain hidden, you have to stay maybe like 75 feet out.
Okay.
Which would
I
be
can
like
do that.
here, relatively.
I mean, that's for the big guy. What about the small lady?
Wait, where's the here? Like here?
That is a
Or
good point.
here?
You know what? It's probably the same because you're gonna need to find a vantage point that keeps you both hidden and gives you vision of the camp. Because again, there are large, gnarly tree roots spreading all over this place.
Okay.
So 75
But-
feet is about the best you can get without the best you can get while you're for sure unseen. Just these little circles up here. This isn't real distance. I'm just trying to visualize something for you. So you can see the camp. You can see tents. You can see every once in a while you'll see a marsh dragon just kind of like walking the perimeter and basking in what you don't know, but they're just there chilling. And every once in a while you can see that there is a large tent and a bunch of small tents and a large roaring bonfire and straight in the middle of camp. There are soldiers. It looks like there's a lot of soldiers. You can't get a good count. There are things still obscuring your vision of the camp completely. If you want a better view, but not knowing whether or not you're going to be seen, you can maybe move up 25 feet. Although it'd be safer for Kralikova alone, Dirge would be kind of difficult.
Well, from my point of view, can I already see the camp?
Yeah, both of you can see the camp at this
Okay,
point, but
well-
you can't see it completely. I would
Yeah,
say your
I'm-
line of sight is pertained specifically to this and like out here. These two little circles in this ugly circle.
Okay, so I guess I am gonna give Kralakova the signal that I am gonna start the attack. Because it has a 600-foot range for earthquake. And a 100-foot radius.
All right. I will cast Step of Wind on myself and try and make it a little bit further.
What does Step of Wind do? Is it just gives you move speed, right?
I think so. Yeah. It's silent movement. Wait, is that what I wanted? Wasn't. Oh, what's the light breeze that affects nobody but yourself thingy do?
Where is that?
Downwind.
Downwind.
Other than like lift my skirt up.
It's kind of like it's more of a, it's not a combat purpose. It's more like there are predators up that hill. I don't want them smelling me, kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Make the breeze the other way from the camp.
Okay. You generate a light breeze that carries your scent away from the camp.
All right. Can I see the big guy, the emissary?
No. Unless you want to circle around the camp.
Sure. I will
You-
circle around and downwind always.
Yep, you can
Away
change the
from
direction
him.
it will. Do you
Yep.
circle clockwise or counterclockwise?
Let's go clockwise.
Clockwise. So you get to about right here, and you see him right about here as your view of the camp changes a bit.
All right. I will give the old man a thumbs up, and I will overcharge my next spell.
Okay.
And I will cast Hacking.
Now, before you guys cast, I want you to know, if it probably hasn't made much of a point to do it yet, but casting spells is very obvious if they're not bonus actions.
Oh yeah. I can be as obvious as possible. This thing is huge.
Well, I mean, the actual act of casting the spell, like when somebody casts a spell, everybody hears it. It's like
Yeah,
a,
everyone sees the
it's like a
12
ripple.
rings of
It's a ripple
fucking-
in the force, if you will. Okay, so you overcharge your spell, and then you cast.
Explosion. No, lightning bolt on the fucking big guy.
Lightning bolt.
And I am casting earthquake in the surrounding area.
Earthquake. Let's see. Where are these?
So with overcharge, all of that goes like twice. Is it 2 targets or 1 target still?
Lightning bolt to one target. Alright.
Because it
I
says
guess it is numerical, so two.
Alright, do I see any of the dragons?
From your point of view, you could probably catch one, yeah.
Alright, 1 for one dragon and 1 for the big guy.
One for the big guy.
Alright, would the dices be 2d50, 2d100, or 1d100?
I think you double the dice. You don't double the size. Because
Okay,
Flame
so
Strike was
2d50.
12d12.
Alright, so 2d50 to each target.
Yes.
And any creatures in between us.
Yes.
And that's an and, it's not
Yes.
okay.
And all the creatures are going to be prone.
Ooh. I'm gonna need both of you to roll me initiative.
Please do it on the correct channel.
What? Let's see. It either.
I actually don't know what my modifier is for my initiative.
I think yours is 1. Yours is 0.
It doesn't matter.
So, give the old man a thumbs up. You both start doing your wacky wavy floating inflatable man act. You both feel an intense disturbance in the world's natural order as a massive earthquake begins to rumble out from this camp. I'm looking for earthquake. Is that power?
It's on
I have
Discord
it
right
right
now.
here. It's on Discord.
That's a good image. So everyone takes 2d6 damage. So go ahead and roll 2d6. Surge. As you let loose a massive earthquake, you give them a kiss of California. Wow.
This is going great.
Well, so the ground starts to rumble. You hear it echo out way far beyond you. Everything in this camp, save for the dragons, and yeah, save for the dragons, hit the ground, or fall to a knee, or fall on their ass, or something. Ivan, you'll notice, he also kind of shakes for a bit and takes a knee. And he looks around and he's confused as to what's going on. But he's looking around like he knows something's wrong. He's scanning for something. And that's when a lightning bolt flies out, striking at a lizard that is also kind of confused as to what's going on. All of them kind of looking around, looking at their master as to what do we do about this? And then another one striking Yvonne. Please roll 2d50.
Twice.
Yes.
The first one for Dragon, second one for Ivan. Now you have to draw every creature that's between me and them.
Well, let's get to that, as I need to make a calculation real quick because I didn't adjust some values on these sheets. They need to be adjusted. So you said first Ivan, second lizard?
Nope, the other way around.
Other way around. Good. You blast the lizard. It's big. Big enough that the bolt might miss a lot of the people on the ground. Same thing with Ivan. However, you do roast about half of the people who stand between you and them. But while the lizard looks visibly wounded, Ivan, singed, Looks angry. What do you guys do now? What is your next immediate action?
Well, for 1 minute, the ground is gonna be shaking in their camp. I am gonna. Where are we coming from? Are we like right here?
Yeah, so Dirge, you're right there where you're pinging, and Kralikova, you're over here in this little squiggle line, squiggle circle.
Got it. So where is the rest of our team?
You guys never really specified how you were approaching. So,
Are they gonna be over there? Are they gonna be over there? Are they gonna be over there?
We were like a ways behind everyone because like the caster face.
Yeah,
we're
so-
going forward.
what happened was they waited 300 feet out, and you guys snuck ahead up to 75 feet away. Your team is very far away from you right now. Very far.
Right, I'm just
That's
gonna.
fine.
I oversize my spells again.
What?
Can I overpower my spell again? Says nothing about a cooldown.
Is it a battlefield?
It's a general combat for
And
personal combat.
Personal. Let's see. Should say once per camp.
Nope.
Wait, where's your... Oh, that's a general combat power. I think that is probably usable constantly, because it should be eating your anima.
It doesn't say it has any anima cost. It only doubles the anima cost of the spell I cast later.
You can double the cost of the spell to increase all numeric values. Yeah, so if you, as long as you double the cost of the spell when you cast it, the
Yeah.
values are doubled.
Alright, I'm gonna overcharge again and cast Flame Strike.
Okay. Let's see. So, before you do this, or before you start overcharging, you can see Ivan starts waving his arms and shouting. At that point, a lot of the soldiers who are trying to fumble back to their feet begin crawling, running. Some of them seem to be successful at avoiding hitting the ground. Even a couple of lizards start grabbing people. And then you cast Flame Strike. Go ahead and roll 12d12. That was a good one.
So, damn.
Trying to think about. Okay. Actually, hold up.
These people cannot have that much HP. Like they
Hold
just
on.
got hit by so many 70s.
Thinking about something else right now. There we go. Okay. The camp bursts into flames. And it completely obscures your vision of what's going on in the camp for about about 6 seconds. Big old pillar of flame, the good kind of flame strike, back in the good old days of Warcraft 3. I think that first lizard that you shot with the lightning bolt is dead. As for everybody else in camp, they're dead. There is, however, one big mid-man now mounting a singed lizard and a host of grievously wounded lizards emerging from the camp. And
Alright,
they are going in. And they are running southwards.
So away from us.
Yes.
I will make a signal to Ears to like get them up in the air, Cyclone, like something like that. Hopefully he understands.
Yeah.
How do you signal that?
Clone.
I like fucking, how do you say that? Make a circle
Actually,
with my
how-
fingers and like go up with my hands.
Wait, so are they moving right now? Because they should be at a disadvantage for 1 whole minute because it is the ground is going to be shaking for 1 whole minute.
Yeah, they're at disadvantage, but there doesn't mean they can't move. They are escaping at full speed southwards.
Got it. And then can I see this lizard?
You see like 1, 2, 3, but as they begin to move, they quickly get out of your vision.
Got it. How far are they now?
If you're 100 feet or 75 feet, 75 feet out
75
here,
feet away from the camp.
the camp's border would be the 75th foot. I would say in the middle that would be 150. No, 160. Yeah. So this line here is like let's just say 150 feet away.
Got it. And where are they now? Have they left the camp already?
They are in the process of it. Do you give me a... Are you focusing on looking at the camp?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the camp is doing.
Give me an awareness check.
Nope, it's +6.
Yeah, so you're just looking at the camp, trying to figure out what's going on. You're trying to track these lizards. All them big lizards out running away. You can't get much anything special unless there's something specific you're looking for.
No, I am gonna try. Well, the specific thing I'm seeing is how the camp is doing.
Well, you can notice that there's a lot of corpses just kind of roasting. I mean, if they're even in one piece, I mean, some of them just, there's a black char here, black char there. This is on fire. Everything's on fire. The entire camp's on fire. I mean, you did just watch a pillar of flame strike out from beneath it. And you don't notice anything but lizards. Like, the big lizards are moving. Nothing else is.
How far is the big lizard away from me?
There are 3 of them within 150 feet.
So if I move 30 feet, I would be in range. Like, I can see more of the camp, right?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay. So you move, I'd say, right about here, a little bit less than halfway to the camp.
Can I now see the lizards?
Yes, you see an extra lizard right here, this one. And then there's one more here, giving you vision of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lizards.
Okay, which one's the biggest lizard?
The biggest lizard, they all look about the same size.
Which one has a rider on it?
None of them have a rider on it.
Okay.
Oh, and it's at this point in time, Perseus and Felix, you guys hear a large rumbling sound roaring out south of you.
So we're above the camp, or we're just to orient? Because these two are standing towards the middle of the camp.
You guys
I
are
guess it doesn't
far
matter.
north,
Okay.
300 feet north of camp.
Well, just to make sure, I am going to go cast another earthquake
Okay,
on the camp.
all right.
Felix, do we move?
And if you are asking about my
Thoughts?
anima cost, I have no anima cost because this is my second cast spells after I've done my commune with the spirits.
No, I'm just trying to think about how an earthquake will overlap with another earthquake.
Double earthquake.
Do you want me to explain that to you? I've been there.
Sure.
All right, so the first earthquake will move one way. So, for example, it will vibrate from side to side, and the other will vibrate from up and down. So you
And
basically have no balance in it.
isn't that just a normal earthquake, but both the P and S waves are hitting at the same time?
Normally, an earthquake only hits with one of those. So if you have two, it will hit with both of them. Yes.
Interesting. Okay, you hit the camp with an earthquake. Go ahead and roll 2d6. Significantly stronger than the last one. Above the sound of a roaring fire and an even louder seismic event, the lizards roar out. It does not stop them, though. Why is this stopped? Bot, please play the entire song. I guess it did. And the lizards continue to run. Do you do anything, Kralikova, as now these big lizards are starting to get out of sight?
I mean, no, I don't have any animal left.
Okay.
I begin moving south. I don't know if the Catman is with me or not.
Perseus, you move south. Does the army go with you?
Yeah, I bring my men with me.
Okay. The legate marches southwards towards the camp. Dirge, Karlakova, do you do anything?
No, I have no
Nope,
mana.
that's it for me. I have the
I
earthquake.
have no
going on.
mana and I have no targets.
A minute goes by. Perseus, you march up to the camp. Dirge, Karlakova, the rumbling stops. The fire is slowly putting itself out. You find yourself a camp full of charred bodies. What do you do?
Wait, is the rest
Me?
of the group here?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Everyone's here.
Alright. I will tell everyone to just like keep riding south and pursue whomever escaped. Go at full speed.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll continue to pursue.
All right. You attempt to pursue. Give me... What check should this be? Who is heading the charge? I assume
It's gonna be the dragons.
the river dragons?
Yeah, because they can probably smell the fucking charred swamp dragons.
Sure. You'll find that they're moving at max speed. It's much slower than you're moving at max speed, though.
Oh. Slow as dragons.
They're slow, but they're strong.
Yeah. Never mind then. I guess, I don't know. Can Herod and the rest of the predators, like, are they good at hunting?
Yes, they are obligate carnivores, after all.
I guess they can, like, probably lead the charge while following tracks.
It is possible. That is pretty fast. Not as fast as Felix.
Where is Garfield?
I'm here. I just haven't been asked anything.
I did ask you something. I was like, do you want to move out? And you didn't say shit. So I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
'cause
you,
you were
Garfield.
You were immediately spoken over.
That's true. I'm not allowed to talk. It's over, bros.
Okay. There is no actual tracking stat. Situations like this weren't supposed to happen. Rod and the Predators at his command begin to search. Do you follow them? They are at max speed, about 20 units faster than everyone except for Felix.
Sure, I can follow.
Okay. Rod and the river farmers continue traveling south. Though there are no trails of blood to track, you are correct in that there is the smell of burnt flesh still wafting in the air. Give me somebody roll for me a luck check.
Luck check.
Morgan
So
has
it's
rolled a luck
D100?
check.
Oh no.
Let me look at the world map real quick. Just to get a thought of the terrain in this region. It's all tree, hills, and swamp. um, as you are traveling, Rod seems to be barking orders at the River Farmer clan, while in a sort of instant, a badly burnt marsh dragon comes flying out from underneath a large tree root. This marsh dragon has what looked like was once velvet banners of the Legion, sort of draped over it like a barding almost. Morgan, why don't you give me another D100? Okay. While it does miss you, Morgan, somebody else is getting got. Give me a 1d4. 2. If you count down from top of the names in Discord to bottom of the names in Discord, it's actually Kralakova. Catching you by surprise is a large marsh dragon. As you and your soldiers are stuck there, nearly flat-footed, go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Is that plus my dexterity
Yes.
number? Okay. You will not believe how dexterous this fucking woman is.
You're indeed dexterous, allowing you to defend against this attack instead of being caught completely flat-footed. Give me a 1d9. Kralakova. Ooh. This massive dragon snaps at you and your men. You get out of the way. Completely misses your battle class. Your soldiers aren't so lucky, as they do not have battle class. Just look up how fucked your guys are supposed to be. Attacked by these. Nope. Okay. And because this is not Battlefield Combat, it's worse than you think. Oh, that's very bad. In a snap instant, 8 of your 9 soldiers are scooped up and just wolfed down.
God damn.
I don't have that video of the Komodo dragon swallowing a deer whole, but it's kind of like that, but with much smaller creatures. There's now a badly wounded marsh dragon just sort of sitting in the middle of your entire party. Oops, wrong thing again. What do you guys do?
I will charge Anima.
Charge Anima.
What is my Anima control?
9, I think.
9?
6? It's the small number on the left.
It says 6.
And it's 6.
Why is it 6?
Because it's automated. Oops.
Yeah, but what's the formula?
I don't remember. I built this 3 years ago.
I had to get 5 Anima.
You get 5 Anima. Perseus, Felix, Dirge. You guys all see this big ol' dragon here sitting in the middle of your party. Your dragons are farther behind you guys as you're trailing behind. Rod.
We're moving further south.
Yeah, you guys are moving further south, following the other dragons. Yes. I mean, I'd turn on battle music, but it's a nearly dead marsh dragon. Although I guess it can kill you guys in an instant if it wanted to.
It's true. Gonna fucking.
There. Oops, I'm hearing double.
I'm just gonna charge the dragon to kill it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll flank it.
Holy fuck, he's raiding bros.
The dragon's made its move. It's all your guys' turn. I guess, except for Kralakova and
Forget-
Felix.
Yeah, I forget what bonuses I have to attack.
You,
It's just D20 plus 4, right?
for you, Perseus, D20 plus 4. Yes, no, 5 plus 5.
Disadvantage.
No, you can't act this round, Felix.
Oh!
You were surprised.
Gross!
Yeah, you drive your Gladius into the beast, dealing. Well, I mean, it's pretty decent damage when you think about it. Or, no, that's a miss. That's a critical failure. Hold on. That's
I
not
was
even
about
an
to say,
attack.
like, what are you talking about? We haven't rolled for damage. I like healed him with my sword.
Give me
That Gladius
a
bounces off and kills Felix.
D20. Give me a flat D20.
Alright.
You know, many people died to this song. That critical. Ooh. Critical failure was the first thing that happens. You rush
Oh,
forward.
wait. Did I fuck up?
No.
How did I roll?
Oh. No, I think it's right. I hover over it. I should see the formula.
It's like D20 plus D100 plus 20. I said
No, just D20. Just D20. You're fine. You roll a d20.
Yeah, it keeps. What? Where am I?
But it's fine. You rolled fine the first time.
No, it scrolled me up like 100 paces. I didn't realize it scrolled me up.
Oh. Well,
So I was confused.
you roll a 9. You're only level 5. I'm using my old save from Calamity rules, which is level based. You need to roll 15. You stumble forward, trying to kill this dragon, and you trip and fall, separating you from your Gladius, and you're prone.
It's over, bro.
Dirge. Big Lizard. Just 8.
I mean,
8
he
people.
still has the movement. He can just get his weapon. It's free action.
What do you do? Dirge.
He eats a glizzy.
Players.
He buys another Costco pizza.
That sounds really good right now. How do I get someone to go to Costco and buy me a pizza?
I don't know.
Doesn't like can't you do that with like Uber Eats or something? DoorDash?
From Costco?
I mean, in Peru we could like choose custom actions, so you just tell them to go to X place and buy X thing.
Oh. It's neither here nor there. Dirge, where you at, buddy? I swear to God.
Bros?
Dirge is
Back and back.
surprised.
You can come back and be like, bros, dragon attacked us?
Dirge is surprised. He has no idea what the fuck is going on. Big Lizard just swallowed 8 dudes whole. Big Lizard's turn. So its initial mill got away, but there's this other one that it's kind of just like laying here in the mud. However, I think your battle class is high enough to avoid this attack. Good job. I think. Actually, hold up. I gotta look up the 2-hit bonuses of birds.
Oh no.
Pretty sure you're like skating by a single point. Where is it? Where is it? I didn't think I had to do all this, or huh, this should be Battleborn. This should show me. Yeah, you skate by a single point.
Wait, I had to grab something, so I'm back.
Okay. Lizard still wants you in his belly. This time he does hit you, Perseus. This time he gets 1 point and wins. You take
All your HP in damage.
Please put me out of my misery.
Everyone else roll willpower. See how much sanity you lost from this.
You take 20 points of damage as he lifts you into the air.
Just the flesh room.
Your guys' turn. I don't care what order you go in, as long as you all go.
So for Anima Bolt, how many bolts is a barrage of pure Anima? Is it 1 per target?
I think so. Is that a shared or is that you?
It's universal. It's the last thing in the.
Anima bolt.
Document.
You fire a barrage of pure anima at any number of targets. Each bolt deals 1d4 damage, plus your anima controls lesser value and nature damage. Creatures hit by this have a chance equal to your success rate to be pacified for 1d4 turns, preventing them from being able to carry out. Yeah, it's quite literally just one unit within range you could see until you hit like everything in range you could see. It's stupid. It's really dumb.
Right. How much anima do I have? 5. Let me get some.
Let me get some
Yeah. I'ma hit him with the anima bolt.
Right. Go ahead and roll your go ahead and roll your damage. And add whatever I think add 6 to it. Then roll your spell success rate, which is 105.
Yeah.
So just don't roll a 1. Or don't roll a 100.
Do I roll a 1d105?
1d 100. Just don't roll 100.
Proceeds to roll 99.
That would be hilarious. Yes, the bolt hits the creature. And this is the hidden value. And you deal 9 points of damage to it. Your bolt sinks into the marsh dragon. Its eyes sort of glaze over a bit. While it still holds Perseus in its mouth. It doesn't seem to move much, and it does kind of like look away and try to figure out what just happened. Who's next? Perseus, Dirge,
I mean,
Felix.
can I even do anything?
You are picked up off the ground.
I mean, he can probably escape them out now, since the creature is pacified.
You can try to escape if you want, as its
Yeah.
teeth grip into you,
Would I
piercing
just-
through your plate.
Would I just roll a strength check or?
Yes. And against its strength. Although, yeah. You push against the mouth of the creature, pushing your arms down and painfully pressing your back into its top row teeth. But you open it enough to squeeze out, and you fall from its mouth. You're not high off the ground, but so you land safely and doesn't hurt too much. Or at all, really. However, I'm gonna have to ask you to make me a constitution check.
Oh,
Actually, hold up.
no.
How do I reconcile this one? You are...
This man has a broken spine. It's over.
Yeah, roll a constitution check.
It's only a broken vertebrae. Never mind.
It went clean through my shoulder. No spinal damage.
You're fine for now. Anyone else? Who's next? Dirge or Felix?
I'll save our boy.
What?
Oh god, those are some awful moments.
Um,
At least Since I don't
why.
have a weapon, you can disarm me from the edge.
I don't know why I can't roll over and see what these values are. Thanks, Roll20 for changing how your shit works again.
24 and 22 should hit though.
24 and 22 indeed hit.
And this is where you say, however.
No, you hit.
Let's see, it's a 3d4, I think. Let me check the thingy. I can't remember if it's gonna be a 3d4 or a 3d4 and a d6.
2d4.
Just looking for the powers. Okay. So it's 3, 4, and d6.
Well, another 9 damage dealt to our hero, the lizard. Dirge, unless you have anything else to do, Felix.
Eat lasagna.
Okay. Dirge.
Yup.
Big lizard just dropped your friend. Felix put a bunch of holes into its back foot. It's burnt, it's singed, it looks like it's on its very last limb. What do you do?
Gives him a kiss.
I will.
Cast earthquake.
Yeah, just cast earthquake with everyone around us. I actually want to try this. I cast Arc Shield.
You cast Arc Shield. Why don't you read that for us?
So, Arc Shield, your body crackles with electricity for 1 minute, zapping any creatures that contacts you physically or with melee weapons from within 5 feet, dealing
Sir?
1d damage.
Alright. Your body is crackling with electricity. What do you do now?
I run at the marsh beast and jump on top of it.
He's actually gonna kiss him goodbye.
Gonna give the lizard a big
You
hug.
you go and give it the Dragon Dogma special.
Exactly, the Dragon Dogma special.
Too bad the
Instead of
game
im-
sucks ass. You run up
Instead
to it.
of immolation, it's crackling electricity.
Go ahead and roll a 1d10. Four. Not the greatest. You still hurt.
Wait,
What?
what?
That's a 10.
Oh, I was looking at the other roll. I don't know why. 10. Massive, huge, bigly damage all over this Legionnaire Breaker. Marsh. Yeah, it is still Breaker. Marsh Dragon. It is almost dead. It is on its last limb. It wants... It wants to kill somebody still. It's gonna turn around to you, Felix. Because it thinks Dirge is back there. And it's gonna snap down on you.
Would it still damage it though? Because now it's on its thing. It's like, is this a continual thing, or does it only damage when it's on my turn?
Well, since it's not really attacking you, the damage will continue, but it will continue on your turn if you're still on it. Or at least it'll continue on your team's turn. Felix, what is your battle class? Never mind, it's 21. Felix, you get hit. I think you get critically hit. Ooh, this is a critical roll.
Oh no.
Felix, you are double crit.
Wait, where do I see this? Oh,
Battle
right
class.
there, never mind.
The two swords. I made funny images for each and every one of them, so everyone can find everything. Felix. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Felix is dead and the lasagna is saved.
The good news is you're not dead. The bad news is you're almost dead. 30, no. Yes, 32 damage. As these fangs crunch down on you.
Ouchies. Oofies.
It tries to chomp down on you a second time. But the pain from being literally 98% dead is too much. And it drops you. Your guys' turn. Dirge, roll a d10.
Nope.
6. You continue to zap this creature. And almost as fast as it lets Felix go, it sort of just flops down onto the ground and dies, giving a little hissing sound as it does. Felix, make me a constitution check, please.
Yeah, that's the pass. Yeah, that passes.
What's the number? I need to know the number for this one.
16 plus 7.
Why are you making me do math?
23.
Okay. And it's gone. Maybe this is better. So, you guys just massacred one of the biggest boys. One of the big bads. Of course, it was very almost dead. But now you have a dead lizard in front of you. Harad and the Purds are much further away from you than you would like. The dragons are just catching up, and so is maybe like half the army. Felix, you notice that the spots where those teeth had plunged into you are trickling blood. It's not too bad, but it's there, it's happening. And of course you are quite wounded. Very visibly wounded, might I add. What do you guys do from here?
Sing Kumbaya.
If I can tend to my wounds.
And my wound's gone.
I do what I want, John. There's nothing else to do. I'm not going to go chase after whatever else remnants ran out of the camp with like massive hole inside of me.
Perseus, you no longer wish to pursue Felix, Dirge, Kralakova. What have you?
Nope, I'm good.
You're good to pursue or to not pursue?
Is there fire?
Not pursue. Felix?
Is there fire anywhere nearby?
There is no fire nearby.
Is he trying to cauterize his wounds?
No, I'm trying to make a steak.
I cauterize his wounds.
You cast Cauterize on the cat.
Actually, why would I do that? No, I am gonna use, because I haven't used this yet. I will use Holy Mist.
Holy Mist. This is the first time. Why don't you read it out for us?
Holy Mist heals 3d10 HP to any 2 creatures within 60 feet of you. So I pick the cat and Perseus.
Okay, roll your 3d10. Yeah, Perseus and Felix, you both heal for 19.
It's like I was never even damaged. We're so bad, bros.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Yep.
You're the
Both
best
your-
old man money could hope for.
A nice sparkly white mist sort of pours over the both of you, and your wounds are healed. Well, one of your wounds are fully healed. The other one is not as much, but, well, it's magic. Kralakova, do you wish to pursue still? As the majority of your personal soldier base is now dead. That one guy.
Let's pursue it.
I mean-
Battlefield combat.
Were they swallowed whole or actually munched on?
I mean, there's a little bit of munching, but it's not like he took chunks out of them while making one big fell swoop.
Alright,
You could probably find a leg somewhere.
Yeah, I was about to say they're probably not actually dead then.
Yeah, we can probably open this lizard up.
Okay.
Probably fucking vaporized by the acid.
If you want to do some exploratory surgery, I'm not against it. Is that what you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I have literally nothing to go on right now, so I will
Okay.
tell Herod to like go back. We should camp.
You guys work at the belly of this beast. You cut into it. You know what? Give me a wisdom. Give me a wisdom check. Whoever's ever heading this, an intelligence check. Whoever's kind of like standing by and giving info. Like, oh yeah,
I'm
cut there.
standing by. I'm giving info.
Okay.
Who advised the wisdom?
I don't know who has nice wisdom. I'm the one doing the cutting.
You're the only one with a natural sword.
You're doing the cutting. Perseus, make the wisdom check.
What do you mean?
Oh
by
no. Where's my wisdom?
Yeah, we have willpower.
Oh,
not
willpower. Yeah, I gotta divorce myself
Oh.
from that word. I'm using willpower in my new system too.
wisdom. Yeah, we are using willpower next week though.
Yes. Oh, perfect. Perseus, you begin to cut away at the beast. Maybe this is not your first time cutting open a dragon of some sort. Kralakova, you sort of offer advice, try to think to what kind of anatomy this creature might have. Making sure to remind Perseus not to cut too deep, you might cut into one of my men. Although, if you look around, there is an arm here, a leg there, even a head that's kind of just on the ground. Hopefully that's all from the same guy. You continue to cut into the creature, and you'll eventually get to its stomach. I assume, Perseus, you freely cut into this thing.
Yes.
You cut into the stomach, open it up, and try to get out what's in it. And you'll find there are 8 dudes, all badly burned by some caustic fluid, as well as looking, I wouldn't say singed. I'm not sure if they would even leave a trace. They're all dead. That's the gist of it.
Oh no.
What I can say is the acid was slow, but the arc shield was fast.
Oh no.
Guys, leave that out in normal human speak. Thank you.
The acid was slowly killing them, but the electricity killed them quicker.
So the wizards killed them. Fucking wizards.
Retime.
Name one good thing a wizard has done.
I know, I think Kalina's pretty cool.
That Pervetin guy was pretty cool.
That was literally the worst person.
So you know what? He made a river of blood. Isn't that fucking sick?
I cannot wait
just-
to visit such a.
There's a bridge just bleeding constantly out there.
Yeah, imagine,
I
5
can't
years of
wait.
Imagine the 5 years from now when we get to play another fucking campaign in there.
My
Yeah, I
players
can't
gonna
wait
be
to
like,
go to
"Why
that
is this-"
region, and it's just absolutely just horrifying. It's like fucking Mauritania.
I mean, they wouldn't really be Mauritania since they wouldn't have to worry about getting a blood type if they don't river of blood.
Or it's like the Crimson in Terraria.
No, it would be more like what's the name of the Natus place?
Natria?
Inant.
The Venthyr.
No, that's the faction.
It's not gonna be like Ravendreth. Ravendreth
There we go.
doesn't have
Yeah.
rivers of blood. It
And
has
that one.
water.
It was Anima. Thank you.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
was.
have rivers of anime either.
No, but that
And they
was the
had a
red
lot of
stuff. The
anima.
red stuff. The red stuff was Anima, but it was just like tortured Anima.
Okay, stop. No more reminiscing about better WoW expansions and patches.
Missing him.
You guys, your soldiers are dead. Kralkova, you have one left. What do you guys do from here? Are you
Can we just name the point man?
breaking off the pursuit?
Because I haven't got smoked inside the whole disaster, right?
Nope.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ivan was not confirmed to be killed. The emissary has gotten away. You return to camp. You.
Yeah, that's.
Where is your
It's
guys'
like my
camp?
first question.
Are you guys?
I
Is your
mean-
camp back in the village? Or near the village?
Ooh. I don't know if should we return immediately. If we haven't killed the emissary, we should hunt him down. If he comes back, and those villagers find out that the emissary is back, then we're gonna have a very tough time dealing with them and the emissary.
I do agree, but I mean, I cannot keep going right now.
I can go.
Like,
Sure.
unless you want a fucking woman just shoving a dagger up someone's ass. That's all I can do.
Yeah, I can go. Continue hunting him, see if we can at least find out where he
Alright.
went.
You can
If
probably
you
go
left
with,
it-
Herod then.
If he left the region, then it's fine. If he's still around here, we have to kill him.
Then you can absolutely go with Herod and just keep the hunt on.
Yeah.
Also take Garfield, and the rest of us will. Well, by the rest of us, I mean me and my one soldier left.
His name is Point Man.
Holy fuck, it's like Trepang.
Oh yeah, you have a 1d2 punch dagger. You can at least attack 3 times with it. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, your weapon is really cool. Kinda.
Let me use the restroom real quick.
You do called shots, you only fight against AC 10. It's actually really silly. So you can turn your attack roll into a flat 50-50.
God damn.
She only does 2 damage though. Or max.
Prove it.
Wait, isn't there proof what?
Prove that she only does 2 damage.
Carl Coven is
Okay.
1d2.
I'm gonna use wild strikes and punch Felix with my dagger.
Okay, you punch him 3 times with your dagger. Are you doing called shots for the AC 10?
Sure.
Okay, roll 3 attack rolls.
Wait, if I declare it a wild strike, is it the same? Can I still do cold shots or no?
I believe so.
Alright.
Wild
so
strike
yeah,
is the...
That does seem kind of contradictory.
That's a wild called shot. You're still taking a minus to hit for it.
Alright, how do I roll hit?
You can type it. Slash
Type what?
roll space.
Oh yeah, but what goes into it?
1d10 plus 4 minus 4 plus 10. That is all your modifiers for your attack.
Wait, what? Again?
1d20 plus 4 minus 4 plus 10. Plus 4 for your BAB, minus 4 for the called shot, plus 10 for the wild strike.
That's 3 times?
Throw a D in front of... Throw a 3 in front of the D. Or just do it 3 times. Jesus. Okay, it's still very obnoxious that I can't roll over these dice and see the numbers, but we know we could just add 10 to everything. They all hit. That first one is a triple crit. The second one is a normal hit.
Wait, how is it a triple crit if it only clears by 9?
Because if Kralakova uses a called shot with her weapon, she only has to fight AC 10. It doesn't matter what else you got.
So I hit a 6, a 2, and a 1.
That's your crit. No, that's just. Go ahead and roll another 3d2. And I think you actually crit with
What's
The
Kralakova's
16.
AC?
Kralikova's AC is 14.
I returned.
Okay, what would Kralakova's AC be on called shot?
That doesn't matter for you.
No, I'm just wondering.
Called shots don't lower AC. Kralikova's weapon lowers the AC she has to beat on an attack.
Yes, but I'm allowed an attack of opportunity at a +6.
So do 3 attacks of opportunity. still think you're missing a D2.
Another one.
Wait, why do you have 3D10s?
Because I get a +6 bonus to it, and I have a 10 already. I mean, a 4. 4 plus 6 is 10.
What?
4 plus 6 is 10.
Why are you rolling D10s?
Why did I roll a d10? There you go.
Yeah, so all those hit. So you do 3 damage. I don't think any of those crit. Actually, 2 of those crit. No, none of them crit. None of them crit. Are we done dick waving?
No, he
Not
actually
yet,
takes
not yet.
damage.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll damage. Yeah, so rolls crits I think do just as much as your normal attacks. Then your furious blows do a lot
28.
more. Because you both have funny weapons. Well, that's that. You guys go back to camp. Perseus, you try to run ahead and catch up to Harad, who never actually stopped during this combat. He is much further ahead of you, and you are losing distance.
It's over, bros.
Perseus, how far do you try to pursue Harad?
A while. I don't know. I'll keep going until I find something that tells me either the emissary has left this region and retreated like back towards his fort, or I find Harad.
You continue chasing Harad for a minute. He's
It's his favorite thing to say, lights up, light.
completely out of sight. You do come across a dead river dragon who is badly burned. There are a couple of river farmers dead in its mouth, and I think there's one more dead somewhere nearby. And I assume you continue to pursue.
Yes.
It takes some time, but eventually you find Harad, and he's now moving north again in your direction. He looks at you. It got away.
The emissary?
The emissary is gone. His beast is much faster than these ones. I think he ordered these ones to stay behind and sacrifice themselves.
We'll have to think of something to tell the villagers. But that is a matter for Dirge and Kralikova, since they know the villagers better. Do you have any wounded? How many men did you lose?
Just the ones further up the path. The rest are much more able fighters.
I nod at Harad and well, time to start heading back.
You guys head back to your camp near the river farmer village. Felix, as you,
Banana
Kralikova, Sparrow, the dragons, the rest of the men start marching north, you'll notice that the blood leaking from your wounds is still trickling, dealing 1 point in damage to you. And it continues. maybe after like 2 minutes, you'll still notice, hey, I'm kind of bleeding a little bit. Maybe not after 2 minutes. You're still bleeding. You'll notice it as you guys get up to walk north, even after Dirge has healed you.
Should have cauterized.
Well, how do you handle that?
Not much can be done. We don't have fire. No cauterizing.
Okay.
You can literally, if you have one anima, you can literally do it yourself.
Why would I have anima?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one character who just has no anima. Might be Felix.
How would I even see if I have anima? Oh wait, I have 15 anima.
15.
Apparently. What the hell can I do with anima? I'm on caster.
Everyone who has anima can cast anima spells. Universal spells. You could, I think originally there was a limit to 3 of spells at a time that you're gonna have equipped, but I don't think I'm gonna enforce that.
Well, cauterize it is.
You cauterize your wounds. It hurts. It does another 2 damage to you, but the bleeding stops.
It would only do 1 damage. I only took 1 damage from bleeding.
You bled while you were casting a spell.
Yeah, what it says equal to the damage taken, boy.
Yeah, you bled while casting a spell, so 1 point for you to notice, 1 point while you cast a spell, so 2 points when you cauterize. So you took 4 points total. Fuck you. You keep traveling north now. Could turn off this here. And we can go back to Sarah and tell us to get back into the best Total War games, overworld map, soundtrack, Medieval 2 Total War. You guys get back to the River Farmer village, or at least the River Farmer region. Some time has passed, not too much. Maybe an hour, maybe 2 at best. It's still morning. You get here, what do you do? Actually, think about that for a second. I will be right back.
What do you mean? There's no fortress? Like the rest of just north of here is a giant Legion fortress.
No, it's a farmer town.
No, past this town on the big map.
Let me show you the overmap. So
We're
if we look over here where this big old flag is, that is the Legion's base of operations in the swamp.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Well, if you
Huh.
weren't asleep
I wonder
during
who that
like, the
signs
first 3
for.
games, you know,
Yeah, I wonder who that signs for. So if we push for that, no matter what we do in the rest of this godforsaken region, if we push for that fort and get flanked from behind from some angry ass farmers because we debated them, it's gonna ruin everything. We're gonna get raped.
So, I feel like I didn't do a good job doing this, so I'm gonna do it now. The purpose of the purpose of this game in particular is, while you can go and Breath of the Wild it if you want to go fight the Legion right now, you can. It won't stop you. But there are 4 villages here, plus another one if you count Pappy and his boys, that you are meant to recruit. Or at least deal with the emissaries out there when they're not with other emissaries. This is one of those villages that you're supposed to either destroy the Legion presence or objective and the Legionnaires, or win over to your side. So that's kind of the gist of this game. So,
Right.
knowing that, continue talking.
Alright, so we drove the emissary away then. We can just go interrupt the battle and just give an ultimatum. If anyone is still part of the Legion, we kill them. If anyone is not, we let them leave.
How long has it been since the battle was joined in the north versus our shenanigans in the south?
About the same time.
It's been 2 hours since you're last here.
All right.
And as for the actual battle, I think they're kind of just Did you guys give Chieftain Spearmaker a time as to when they should do their thing?
We said tomorrow. That's it. I mean, they could have not started anything yet. I mean, we literally bombed that fucking camp in like 12 seconds. So there was no horns.
Right. You know what? They're probably skirmishing. Let's say they're beginning to skirmish. There are maybe the Peltasts every once in a while will throw a javelin or sling a rock over the river.
Alright.
Some of them are posturing for the larger farms over here on the east side of the shallow river. Or the river. But from what you guys... Well, you guys take it away.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
We
I
just
doubt they
go
could stop
with
us.
we just go with our dragons and just ultimatum them all.
The Legion is no more. We've driven them from this land. Join us or die.
Yep.
Yeah. Have the big man give the ultimatum.
With the dragon. With me on
Yeah.
top of the dragon.
I don't know about that, but it'll definitely be hard to argue with a big man on a dragon.
Also, you are not present. You should.
Yeah,
We'll wait.
it'll take you a while to catch up.
Oh, I
You
thought I
should
was here.
also you should also think about changing just those that armor. You know.
No.
All right. We do that.
Okay. Kralakova rides One Eye into the town once again.
So, what's gonna be happening?
We're going to Costco and we're gonna eat all the pizza.
Damn.
Based.
Holy fuck, we're back, bros.
Or if I can get someone over here to go buy a pizza if I pay for it. It's really good right now. You guys travel on. Kralakova. You're riding One Eye into the town, correct?
Like that whole river on the north. How big is that? Where they are skirmishing?
It's every hex is 100 feet.
So that's 100 feet is like 30 meters, something like that.
Yes. I think
So
it's
that's
3.3 feet per meter. Your incorrect measurements.
So it's about a kilometer there. No, less. It's about 15 by 30.
I think. Oh, no, that's not right. I didn't set it for this one.
It's half a kilometer, something like that. All right. I mean, all the troops are north, so we should go towards there. And just give the ultimatum there.
Okay, so you're gonna travel north and give the ultimatum to the Reds, right?
Yeah, to the Reds.
Go ahead and move your token to where you want to go
Where is my token? Okay.
in the direction, in the path you're taking. Straight across.
And we should be over here. So
Mhm.
something like this. And like behind this guy.
Okay. One Eye marches on. Takes a while. He's not that fast. He's surprisingly slow on land. The marsh dragons are much faster.
I'm gonna apologize to One Eye because didn't get to eat much.
No, there was plenty of food, but you guys just walked on past all those nice crispy critters.
And that's true.
And he'll say as much. You arrive. You find yourself in a small sort of like commander's tent area with a chieftain spearmaker, his bodyguards, and a handful of river farmers. The river farmer Reds. They all look in your direction as they hear the beat of thunderous dragon feet just smashing into the ground. You stop. What do you say?
Where's the old man? He's the one supposed to be saying stuff.
Dirge?
Yeah, what's up?
Look, so this is what's happening. We're giving them an ultimatum. If they, since we just wiped the Legion out of this region, they can either join or die.
I shrug my shoulders. It's their choice if they want to just whatever.
Sir? Question mark?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with it. Let's give them the ultimatum.
All right, Dirge. You atop of One Eye with your little wizard. The River Reds are looking at you, staring at the two of you in awe. There's another one riding a dragon. Why are all these people riding dragons? What do you say to the River Reds and their chieftain?
We've wiped out the Legion in the area, and then where's his bow?
What did you do with it?
Let's say we have it.
We
Let's say
show.
it's in your possession at
I-
Mount Harad's.
I will point to Harad and tell Harad to present the bow.
Did you guys
Harad's
wait for
not here.
Harad and Perseus to return? No? Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
don't...
he didn't use it in battle, so we should probably have it around.
I guess. Give me a D100.
Can use what in battle?
Yeah, you guys have the bow.
Hey, what does the fudge button do?
It's another rolling system. It's like a pass-fail.
It doesn't do anything.
Mass
Never
0
mind.
plus 0 plus minus 0 0 question mark.
I have no idea, to be completely honest. Well, what? So, what do you tell them? You tell them, and you show them the bow, correct?
Yes.
What else do you say? Is all you're saying?
Yep. Just tell them that we've defeated the Legion in this area.
Alright, I will continue that with giving them a choice.
Yeah, Kralikova got some more of the talking.
So now you guys really have one choice. You either stop whatever you are doing right now and rejoin with your brothers in the north, or if you wish to keep following the Legion, well, you will be the second part of our mission.
Both of you give me diplomatic wiles. Go ahead and add +2. But let me roll something before you roll so I can see. Because this is things in the work. Where's another D10 that's in the percentile?
Yeah, that one's +7.
Okay. Everyone believes the words you are saying, and they are sufficiently threatened by the idea of being next on the chopping block. If I refer to my notes last edited in the year of 2020, in the month of, I think, May.
And that's actually pretty COVID era.
Yep, I wrote it for a COVID online game. I only got to play one session where they killed the Marsh Dragon at the very start, just like you guys. Except now you're out here ruining the rest of it.
We're too powerful.
Yeah, we have Garfield, that's why.
A handful of men drop their weapons. The chieftain looks at you, looks to his men. He has a look of not confusion, but sort of he's expecting something to happen. A lot of them seem to be gathering up. They have not dropped their arms. And they start to approach the lot of you. The chieftain gets between both you and his men and sort of tries to stop them. Like, please, we cannot continue this. We have to rejoin our brothers and fight against the Legion. There is no other way. But a lot of them are not having it. The men who have not yet dropped their arms look at the chieftain with contempt, extreme contempt. They also look at the lot of you, the same contempt in their eyes, no longer filled with fear, even though you are upon the massive One Eye.
We gonna kill you.
An awkward silence pours over the area. Even the noise from across the river seems to stop. The orange shirts are waiting for something to happen. The red shirts are still just sort of brooding in this "I can't believe you've betrayed us" sort of feeling. A man steps forward and he stabs the chieftain. He then steps back and he looks to the rest of his men and directs them to leave. "80% of the red villagers begin to leave. How much is red? How much is 80%? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 25. I'll just take all these ones here and leave. And then all the ones up top can still just say they stayed around. Do you... Well, I guess you can do something, but these are all soldiers. All these reds here, leave. They march up the road leading into the village. Chieftain Spearmaker stands there, holding the wound caused by his former soldier's javelin, and looks at you.
I will cast Cauterize on the chieftain.
He winces in pain. His wound is sealed. There is no blood. Some of the orange shirts begin to cross the river, taking a look around, figuring things out, setting up their own perimeters. The chieftain, he leaves to his workshop, saying nothing. The Spearmaker of the Lesser will eventually cross the river and come looking for the two of you. So, what has happened? Have you... Why has the fighting stopped?
I assume they have left for another Legion camp. The one south was, well, though not completely, it was mostly decimated, so...
You have defeated the emissary. Are we safe
could.
here?
For the time being. But I expect those who left to come back.
Well, I do not expect the Legion to give up so easily. They do have problems with our kind of people. And this our village would have been a great resource to them. But I shall extend that resource to you. If you have people in need of food that is not grown of the earth, we will supply you with what you need.
I not. I will tell him about his father and that he actually wanted to stop the fighting, and that he's probably in his shop now.
I see. Well, there is I guess it is a bit of a problem. Well, my father is, he has his profession. He no longer has the people. Well, I guess to make up for that, I will do my best to fulfill any work orders you may have. Now that we have access to the rest of the workshops, I'm sure it would not be too much of a problem for me. And if you need, I will fight at your side in your behest. And of course, my men shall do so as well.
I nod.
Will you be leaving to wherever it is that you came from? Surely we can host you and your people until you are ready to leave.
I appreciate that. Sure. I will also tell him that there will be a man in Legion clad coming by, but he is not of the Legion.
Okay. He will take note of that. Well, you have secured the aid of Spearmaker the Lesser. Let's see.
Right now, I want my weapons.
What weapons do you want him to make, or want them to make for
I mean,
you?
Basically, one for like whatever everyone here is using. I don't know. I don't know what weapons Felix and
Felix has
Perseus have.
a retractable claw. Dirge has his
blades.
walking staff. You got your punch dagger. Perseus has a gladius. I'm trying to find.
Okay.
There are things. What the fuck are these? Oh shit. Oh wait, no, never mind.
So basically, have those remade into the Beast of Beyond still, and give Perseus a new set of armor.
New armor for Perseus. Okay. For now, during your stay in the village, let's see, you will get 4 units of river farmers.
Oh yeah, farmers. Woo.
Excuse me, 4 units of Predator class fighters.
Farmers can't raid. If you can't raid, you might as well be dead.
But can they shadow?
I know only Felix can do that one.
River farmers are adept at moving through water. And they are predators, which means that they do a lot more damage to normal units, which is the bulk of both your and the Legion's army.
Yeah, but they can't raid.
They can raid. Every unit can raid.
Yeah, but they can't raid properly. They can't be Shadow Legends.
On top of that, if you have your Predators in your army, will no longer have to worry about eating your friends, because the river farmers will supply you with food that is made of meat. And for another bonus, you can give up to 10 units +1 to hit. No, +1 to damage. Because you're gonna get the excess metal from these Beasts from Beyond weapons will be forged into better weapons.
Alright, I will also give the Spearmaker of the Lesser a map towards the cache of other weapons, if they wish to retrieve them.
Ooh, that will help a lot. Furthermore, Spearmaker the Lesser, we haven't really talked about it because you guys never got into a battle after, is a hero unit that you can deploy in battle when you get to a battle map. From the looks of it, might not ever happen. Just so you know, Sparrow, One Eye, they are also hero units. You can take a look at them in the hero units page in the journal.
Oh, I could have baited Ivan out. I had that horn. I forgot that was my plan last week. Fuck. Damn.
I guess you can also. No, alright. I think these guys are special in that the river farmers, their melee units get to attack twice for free once a camp, because they'll throw their javelins. No, one of their combats they get to attack once per unit for free because they throw their javelins ahead of charging. But again, I don't know if that's gonna matter. You guys keep doing this way. But how long do you plan to stay in the River Farmer village?
I don't know, a couple days.
Okay. Perseus, go ahead and increase your AC by 1.
We're back.
Everybody else's weapons. Kralikova, add +1 to your weapon's damage, both on damage and P damage. Felix.
How can they even upgrade for this result? That makes no sense.
Huh?
How could they even upgrade it?
What? They're just plating it.
Am I becoming Wolverine?
You,
Is Felix gonna get like a regeneration factor?
your retractable claws are like assassin's daggers from Assassin's Creed. They don't come out of your hands.
You just
You know,
remove the
Perseus-
old blades and put new blades in. You leave
Yo,
the
Simon?
thingy.
I mean, we're becoming Wolverine.
Felix, go ahead and add +1 damage to all your damages as well. Let's see. Dirge. Go ahead and
Yeah.
add +1 damage to both your damages as well. Remember to add them to both 2 damage and P damage. And Perseus, add +1 to both damage and P damage for your Gladius.
Wait, so they add +2?
+1.
So I'm gonna have a 1d6 +2.
Yes, and then your P damage will be 1d6 +1. Although you never really do called shots, so I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys haven't. You guys, yeah, whatever. Okay. So, a couple days go by, you guys get your weapons made. The population of this village plummets by a half.
Sounds like the real estate.
What do you do?
They should probably have sex. I'm guessing it's time to go somewhere else. Another village, maybe? I mean, I got what I wanted. I wanted weapon upgrades. I got my weapon upgrades, so...
I wanted my +1/+1.
Someone else has to start their arc now.
How about we return to camp? Or return to Sparrow's village?
Sure.
Okay.
Would probably be next step. It's like I already asked about the creatures from beyond, and no one had any clue. They're like, damn, that's crazy. Those things are scary.
Whoever's leading the caravan back home, start from right here. Where I just placed Perseus. Alright, 5 hexes, please. Don't mind this guy.
That was 5.
Yeah, that was 5.
Yeah, move another 5. Okay, move another 5. Okay, consider yourself at camp. And then move another 5. Alright.
We made it.
You guys make it back to the village. And you come with guests. You have 16 river farmers in tow, plus Spearmaker the Lesser and 4 of his guys, so it's actually like 21. Come on with 21 soldiers, steel-tipped weapons, steel-plated weapons, fancy steel armor, no longer sporting bronze. Actually, you know what? Increase your AC by another +1.
God damn.
Because
Looks powerful.
they got bronze weapons. My system,
Wait,
bronze gets beat by steel.
everyone?
No, just Perseus.
Damn.
Perseus'
So
armor.
what? Is he at like 20 now?
He's
At
huge.
21.
Yeah, he can roll on the mat with another legionnaire much longer now.
The boss of this battlefield.
So you're here. Go ahead and everybody refill your soldier bar. Unless you're Felix, who wants to be a solo retard.
Where's my little wolf top?
Where is his troop of rogues? Where's my troop of mages? Why is this not like
Not like a what?
Fuck, I forgot the genre.
Actually, refill yourselves. Felix, do you want to refill your soldiers?
No. Everybody.
Alright. Krelikova, Perseus, you have more soldiers. They're back. But not really, because these are different guys. You let yours down.
Can we name them?
In your own head, sure.
Okay, we have Point Man 1,
Yeah,
Point
you're
Man
dead.
2, Arthas.
Yeah,
We've,
you don't have troops. You can't name anyone. Sorry.
He's naming his imaginary friends. So you come back in town. The town looks, I wouldn't say lively. They're definitely busy. Most of them seem to be very interested in your steel-tipped weaponry. A lot of them are also interested in seeing that there is well, maybe not interested. Worried that you brought a bunch of Predator into town.
They'll be fine. We're only here for a day or so before we move out.
I will ask Sparrow.
okay, John, we do what we want.
Um, if she knows about any other village like this one that had similar legion incursions or something like that.
Well, all the villages are being targeted by the Legion. The problem is how far along things have gone. We can send scouts if you want. It'll take some time for them to get back. Is there a specific town that you wish to know about?
Let's go for the closest one.
Well, there are two who are about just as far away, but the terrain will be easier if you head north, though there are more beasts from beyond in that direction. If you head west, just beyond the jungle near One Eye's lair, you'll also find a village. The terrain in that direction is much heavier, though.
What kind of village? Like who is in there?
In the east,
In the west and the north.
the west. In the west, you have the dragon tamers and their rivals, the Bufomen. In the north, you have the Lamia and the Gila tribe.
Someone say Lamia. Okay, we're going north.
I was gonna suggest northwest, anyways.
They are a dangerous type. Well, she looks at the river farmers. They're not as conscious to the suffering of other creatures. The Lamia are known to prey upon people like you and me. Without remorse, may I add.
Maybe we go west.
The
So what do the dragon tamers and their rivals do? I mean, we know river farmers are good at smithing, and you guys are good at
Well, I suppose they're good at raising river dragons.
the dragon tamers do raise all sorts of dragons. They're very fond of snapdragons. Occasionally a river dragon, though except for One Eye here, they are much harder to tame. They are diminutives like my people, though the Predator are not very fond of devouring them. Their diet makes them toxic. They feast upon a particular flower and fruit. As for the Bufomen, they are not bothered by toxin, though they too are coated with a sort of slime that makes them dangerous to touch. They are also predator. The diminutives are not. They are regular people. Trustworthy, I may add.
And do you have any relations with any one of them?
From time to time, we would head in that direction, do some trade. We avoid it mostly because the Buffermen are dangerous. However, the chieftain, what was his name? The chieftain of the Dragon Wranglers he is a kind person. He is open to trade. However, he is very much against violence, which is an issue with the Legion. I have tried to open communications with him. However, he does not want to lend aid. He is very worried that his beloved creatures would be used as weapons of war.
So they do not tame them for combat.
It is, more of a reverence. And for protection. The Buffelmen find it hard to make a move against the dragon tamers. However, the dragons that they tame will find themselves on the verge of death if they feast upon the Buffelmen in response. It is a delicate balance. A mutually assured destruction. Of course, if the tamers were to be taken by the Legion, that is a whole host of trouble for the rest of the Blight.
Do you know which side the Legion is trying to get?
Well, the Buffermen are also powerful controllers of anima, but they are much more difficult to work with as they are Purditor. The Dragon Tamers, I assume, are the ones that they are trying to coax. Imagine it'd be a lot easier. And, of course, the Legion does love using its Battleborn.
Alright. I will suggest we go west. I tell to the rest of the party that surely are listening to this.
Yes. I was there. If I'm not there, I usually don't listen. Because I did fuck with, like, in-character knowledge.
Smart man. At least it's smart until your fellow players do the shortcut of just saying minutia.
I don't get it.
It's something that
I do what I want, John.
my friends do that in RRL. It's kind of funny sometimes. Bothers me a little bit, but I guess it makes sense. So are you guys going to try and see what's going on in the west?
Yes.
Yup.
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you leave
We
right
should-
away, or do you send scouts?
I wanna send scouts, but I wanna like go into groups. One group go. I don't know if Sparrow wants to go there, but go to the Dragon Tamers and try to seek an alliance with them. And me and Dirge probably go towards the Buffermen, and since we are all anima users, probably try to seek an alliance that way. You know? Teach you some spells, teach me some spells.
Okay.
I would also like to take like a bunch of predators with me.
Well, I mean, they're part of your army, so yeah, you probably should take them anyway. So you guys will head west. Did you say you're sending scouts or no?
Yes, ahead of us.
Ahead of you. Okay. 1 or 2 days in town, and then you guys head off. go ahead and whoever's leading the group, go ahead and start moving from
That's,
the
that's our boy
westmost
Poisius.
spots here in segments of 5 hexes.
I believe in you, Perseus.
Okay. Move another.
What? Taking the fucking river dragons again,
Yes. All the hero units will always be with you guys, no matter what.
so we can just walk over the shallow water then.
Yes. The hero units are
Nice.
always going to be with your group. So One Eye Sparrow and what's his name? Spearmaker the Lesser. They're part of your army. Your army always goes with you. Unless you're specifically going alone. Which we should probably prevent that from happening from now on. Moving on to 5 hexes. Okay.
Go across one.
You make it into the jungle. The jungle gets a bit thick. You got to stop where you are and camp. Kralakova, since you and Dirge are going to be doing the... Actually, no. Let us see what the scouts say. Alright, you send scouts ahead of you. I gotta remember which... Oh, jeez. Okay. You send the scouts ahead of you to figure out what's going on. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. To figure out what's going on in the western village. They come back, and what do you want? What kind of information do you want from them?
See if there's like Legion contact with those villages. Like, are they posting banners or like in direct contact with them, or are they still like independent?
Okay. So from what they can gather is that there are a lot of Legion in the area. There's a small group of Legionnaires in the northwest who have set up like a small camp, but it's out in the open, in between a couple of dragon dens. And there's
Can they
also
just ask them to get pumped?
there's also another set of Legionnaires in one of the like small dragon wrangler villages. They seem to they don't really seem like they've taken control. It's more like kind of just making their presence known in a non-hostile way. The center of the village is devoid of Legion. However, the outskirts, they will probably, let's see, they'll probably point out a few areas. There's the overmap. There are a few places where there are like small groups of Legion. They're small, but they're also numerous. From what they can tell, the Legion really want to make a move against this place. And it will be difficult for you to move forward if you don't know where they are. Or at least move forward unseen. Unnoticed, unalerted. God damn it. And they're kind of just
Hear it.
taking host in the jungle here.
You can hear it. It ain't me faintly through the trees.
They also mention that there were signs of Legion making contact with the Bufo men, but they were killed. The Legionnaires.
Alright, so I'm guessing Perseus and Sparrow, probably Felix. I don't know what that cat is doing.
Licking his wounds.
Try to make contact with the dragon guy chieftain, while I and Dirge and probably Herod go for the Buffament. And we have to get rid of the Legion camps nearby, like the small ones.
They're not small.
Are they not?
They kind of just inhabit pockets of the land, but they're not small. They're like proper army sizes.
They're like Ivan camp sizes or more people.
They're way more than Ivan.
Oh my god.
Oh. So wait, that big banner to the right was not Ivan's?
This one?
Not to the
Oh,
right, to the other side,
That
east.
one. No, that's just like
Yeah.
I'm just putting those there as like there's Legion activity in the area. But now that it's
Oh,
been
okay.
properly scouted, I can probably move this around. Say, hey, there's a bunch of little Legion sightings. Right here and there. The Legion are in your area.
Alright, so Perseus and company try to make contact with the chieftain. Me and Dersh go make contact with the Buffman and see what we can do. Also avoiding the Legion camps.
Where on the map are the Bufflemen and where on the map are the dragon people? Or the dragon tamers specifically?
let's- Let me find some.
Wolfman makes me think they're going to be frogs.
What's wrong with that? Frog people are based. Got something wrong with frog people?
So in this region over here are the Bufo men, where you see the herd token. And then where is Maester Legion tokens? Actually, you know what? I got a better one for the Bufo. Because
Big
they are
croaker.
adept anima users. In this
Finally,
area,
we'll
the
get
the
nice,
southeastern
unit.
area of the village is where they are. And then the dragon tamers are their central villages right here, where the claw symbol is.
Alright, so yeah, that's the plan.
Remind me who's going to Bufo, who's going to Dragon?
Me and Dersh going to Buffo.
Cool
Sparrow,
guys are going
Perseus,
to
and
dragon.
Garfield going to Dragon.
We're
Okay.
cool.
Probably take the dragons too.
I feel like
Take
we leave the
the,
dragons behind if we're trying to sneak, wouldn't we?
I mean, I'm guessing One Eye is not a rare sight in these parts.
Here's a better question. If you get into combat in this map that I'm going to switch to, it will be battlefield combat. If you had to, when you have to choose a proper battlefield combat time, you have all your heroes. You got 3 heroes with you. Rod's not going to be here. Rod's back in town. He's taking care of business there. He's he make him and his people guard the village. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Every hero unit has 2 ways to participate in combat. One as deployed, and one as support. So if you open this up,
Wow. I'm being served Boba Fett.
you can see
What
what they
type of
do
malware is
when they're
this?
deployed, and you can see what they do when they're in support. Usually deployed means they just fight, like Sparrow. Spearmaker will make your range attacks hit harder, although that only matters for like 2 of your units, because you only got 2 ranged units now with you. And One Eye also acts as a hero, and he brings lucky. But when he's support, you can transfer units on and off the battlefield. When Spearmakers support, their camps, well, you don't have to worry about camps, but you don't have a lot of Purds with you, so that doesn't matter. And when Sparrow support, you just get to see every unit's composition and position.
Sparrow's OP. What the fuck?
Yeah. Right now we're getting to Sengoku runs kind of memes.
That was the point of this. Dance Wars, Fire Emblem, that one Romance of the Three Kingdoms strategy game. I don't remember the name of. It was only in China. So, who do you want as
Dynasty Warriors?
No, not Dynasty Warriors. It was actual like Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It was strategy. It was really cool. 2D. So who do you want as support? Who do you want deployed? Just in case it happens.
That's
And
if
who
we...
are you taking? And you have 4 Predator units that you could take.
Alright, I'm... Right.
Figure out who goes where.
So, should we move as a whole and talk to them like one by one, or should we actually separate? What do you guys think?
I mean, the best path, if we have the map open before us, the best path for us to get to the dragons is still going to be past the Buffomin.
Yeah.
So we
we could-
can hang around for a bit to confirm that everything's good with the Buffomin before we move to the like we leave you guys behind with the Buffomin while we go talk to the dragon tamers.
Alright.
Unless we have a specific problem with the Buffomin.
So what's our... I think we should have Spearmaker the Lesser as deployed, Sparrow as support, and One Eye as... For now...
One, you can only choose 2, so they'll just be on standby.
Oh. Okay.
It'll be reserved.
And then when you get to camp, you can choose to deploy and undeploy someone.
Okay, sure. I mean, One Eye can still like ferry us across rivers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So let's Alright, so you guys work your way through the jungle with the scouts and Sparrow acting as a guide to avoid running into a Legion camp. You have to travel in through the jungle, thick of the jungle, through the hills to avoid most of the Legion camps. But eventually, you'll find a point where you can get onto the main road. And let's see, everything is hidden. Nothing you guys can see. I think that's good. The scouts and Sparrow lead you to a safe spot. You can treat this little thicket of jungle as your base of operations. Perseus, you should probably heal yourself to full. If you don't have full HP, heal yourself to full right now, everyone.
Did it not heal me all the way?
I think you...
Should this be 100 or should this be like whatever my hit points are?
The one on the left is your current, the one on the right is your max. You can only do the
Your
plus
green
if you...
bar is your HP.
click on
Your
your
red
token.
bar is your soldiers.
I'll just do this for you right now. Alright. Who wants to go first? If you can't decide, roll d20.
All right. I guess we're going
Yes.
towards this nearby village. I think it's Buffaman.
Oh yeah, the scouts will tell you that over here is the Bufomen.
Uh-huh.
Over here and further up the path, you'll find the Dragon Wranglers.
Okay. And directly to the west of us, what's there?
More Dragon Wranglers. Well, I guess
Okay.
I can reveal most of them because no one is exactly unknown anymore. Yeah, plenty of scouts. You have Sparrow with you, who is the best scout. Okay, who goes first? Who's doing what?
All right. I
What's the
think
plan?
Meander should go to the Buffaman, and since there's no signs of Legion camps nearby,
We're gonna go ahead and go to the Buffoman.
Oh, actually, I can show you those Legion camps too. There are some Legion camps here.
the fog was light though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the birds told you that there were Legion in the region.
The birds are not real.
So just
Nothing
reveal
is real.
some.
There's a penguin on my roof.
Oh no.
That's some H.P. Lovecraft novel.
What, penguins?
I'm gonna say it.
You got me banned on Twitch. I can't believe you. Time to go to kick. Alright.
Get that million.
Alright, I need you all to open like 10 to 100 tabs on my stream. Okay. Yeah. Who's doing what? Who's first?
All
Roll
right.
D20. Or decide. Big Dicket.
Meander's going to the right. Sparrow, Perseus, and the cat going towards the northwest.
Yeah. Something like that.
All right. Just be diplomatic and see what they are up to.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Well, who wants to go first? Oh shit.
What do Buffamen look like?
I don't actually have an icon for the regular Bufoman. I'm very disappointed because I made some for. Oh no, I didn't. I only did it for these guys because they're special.
Are they actually like toad people? Frog people?
Yeah.
It's just like the Warhammer dudes.
No, it's a lot of pepes.
It's fucking Keck and the Pepes. Not like those bros.
Wait,
As you.
I actually have continue.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I'm still looking for it.
As you approach the Buffelman side of things, you'll see off in the distance. You'll see these rather large, sort of bulky in every direction. It's a combination of both fat and muscular people, just sort of chilling out by these pools of water. smoking some sort of plant around a small pit and feasting upon some unidentifiable creature. And if you get a vantage point to look over the Bufoman region, you'll notice a lot of the same thing. A lot of these people just kind of chum around, smoke, and eat. Every once in a while, you hear the beating of drums as if somebody is trying to play some sort of song. It's only drums, though, no other instruments.
Alrighty. Do I see these dragon wranglers ahead of me?
Yes, as you approach these dragon wranglers, you'll notice that the archers are up in a makeshift sort of like a hunter's blind on like that surrounds a tree. It's like a series of hunter's blinds or tree houses hanging off the side of a tree, maybe like 20 feet up. They notice you. They don't seem to think too much about it, though. You can, when you look at them, they'll acknowledge your presence, but they won't say anything. They won't act in any way. They don't sort of make any aggressive moves.
Oh yeah, you should take the dragons, Kaiman.
Should I?
Yeah. Maybe the dragons have some friends in there. Who knows?
I was just gonna wait and see what happened. Just gonna go solo.
My bot.
It's fucking dead, bro.
Fucking hate this bot.
The only one that works.
I know.
I mean, there's one that's in Spanish that works, but it's in Spanish.
I ain't learning Spanish. I may be Mexican. I got a D in Spanish.
I wave at the archers.
They acknowledge you. They are adorned in all sort of bright and vibrant colors that betray any idea of camouflage.
They want you to know they're there. They're here to kick your ass. There's no hiding from what they'll do to you.
There's a lot of bright oranges, reds, yellows, all sort of in contrast with blacks, just sort of painted onto their skins. Sometimes it looks like scale, but
Alright.
most of it is like it just looks painted on.
Yeah, did Kralko get my armor trimmed? Do I have gold trimmed armor?
No, your
What?
armor is shiny and silvery steel.
It's over.
In fact, it looks a little bit less Legion-like now that you're not wearing bronze.
Hey, you look like a Frank now.
Fucking, it's over. Look like a Falador knight. Are there any on the ground?
Around there are non-combatants, I guess, hanging around. You'll find like a small pool of them. And they're just sort of they too have their own music that they play. Theirs is more akin to some drum beats, but a lot of not like, what is the instrument I'm thinking of? Kind of like maracas. It's a combination of some sort of percussion maraca and a vibrating string instrument. Similar to maybe a Nickel Harpa, but not as obnoxious. Or Nordic sounding. The Blight is filled with song. And you'll notice that they too are similar in appearance to the guards up in the tree. Bright yellows, bright reds, a blue here and there, an orange every once in a while. And it's all contrasted with black. Usually across the chest. Sometimes it goes from chest to clavicle and stops there. Sometimes it goes up to their face. It varies from person to person.
Alright, I'm gonna start heading towards the what's it called? The majority of the Snapdragon trainers that I see.
Okay,
Way
continue
off in
on
distance.
heading that way. You'll notice in the water beside you, there is a whole ass river dragon just floating. Just floating. Every once in a while, he'll turn around and continue floating. Seems in his element.
Moisturized, unbothered.
Indeed. Further off in the distance, you'll see a whole host of snapdragons. Now, these guys, they're like, I'm pretty sure I said before, they're like dragon turtles. With varying levels of ugly. Because, I guess they're based off of,
So a snap turtle.
yeah, like the bigger, uglier ones, like the Bowser turtle or something like that.
So the alligator snap turtle.
There you go.
That one.
Yeah. They're big guys too. These ones are still pretty big. You can feel it in your bones that they're not as big and bad as, say, a river dragon or a marsh dragon, but they're pretty big. They're pretty scary. They're all just there chilling too. They're also just basking on sort of large slabs of rock or sometimes in mud. Just, enjoying the sun's rays as you approach the central village here. Do you continue forward?
Yes.
Okay.
Just keep wandering around until somebody stops me.
You keep on wandering around, and people don't really stop you. They acknowledge your existence and kind of just go on their own way, but they don't seem to be bothered by you walking through here. In the distance, however, you'll see what looks like a combination of imagine a pagoda that was built in the style of like an Aztec pyramid, but not as tall.
Damn, that sounds based.
Decorated all up the way will be even more like smaller type of pagoda towers, proper pagodas that go up towards the very tip top.
Yasama Towers?
And then at the very top you have a combination of what looks like a what is that thing that they carry? They carry like people in like a not a palisade. Is it a palisade or pallade?
No, Palisade is the wall.
Palisade's the wall.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like you carry the
I
royalty
don't know what
in.
its name is.
On top of
It's
it.
like man-powered cart.
Yeah.
Is...
Palanquin.
Palanquin. There we go. On top of that Aztec pagoda thing, there is a palanquin. And within it, open on one side, you'll see a man. And thanks to the power of AI, I give you Master of Dragons.
Alex Traza.
He is dark-skinned. He is adorned with many gold and blue decorations. His entire sort of left shoulder and pectoral region is painted in a bright turquoise that goes all the way down to his thighs. On his right side, he has more color, but that is orange, and it's painted in a similar manner, also going down to the sides. And he, beside him, carries a longbow.
Damn, more archers.
What do you do?
Keep walking. Damn, I'm gonna just wander up to the dude. No one's stopped me yet. They won't. Surely they won't stop me if I try and walk up the pagoda.
You walk up the pagoda steps, and you'll notice as you walk up, as you get higher in elevation, every one of those sort of towers on the side, there is, you'll see a dragon wrangler in there. They also look at you, acknowledge your presence, they step outside and follow you up. Eventually, as you have a whole host of dragon wranglers behind you, you'll reach a step that is much not larger, but longer in its distance. It's more like a platform than an actual stair step. And there's like a semi-altar that sort of sits between you and the next step. As you reach it, Master of Dragons leans forward, says, "Who is it that has come here?"
It is my Legate Perseus.
Are you another one of the Legion? You people are persistent to pester me.
Formerly of the Legion. I come to you the name of the Hoplite.
The Legion Demon. I have heard many tales of him. Legion and their cries, they warn us of the Hoplite and his people. What
Rightfully
word have
so.
you brought to me from him? I will warn you ahead of time. I have no interest in joining your conflict. And I have no interest in giving you my beloved pets.
I stopped to think for a second. Well, Master of Dragons, are you aware that this conflict has come to your very doorstep?
I am quite aware. The Legion comes to my doorstep and begs for me and my people to join them. Though they do not really want my people, they are more concerned with how many Battleborn I can provide them.
More so than simple messengers. Have any of your scouts or people realized that there's quite a few companies of legionnaires not very far from this very building?
Yes, the Legion likes to think that they are much smarter than my people for our size, but we know quite well that the Legion are like a infestation surrounding our lands. They know not to move against me. I do not enjoy violence, but I tend to win when violence is met.
Hmm. I think, with all due respect, Lord of Dragons, you underestimate the Legion. The conflict, this you will have to choose a side in this conflict, like it or not.
I prefer to choose my side, the side of the balance of nature. The... what are they called? The emissary has, given me the same line, though not as eloquent as yours. He was here groveling at our feet. The gigantic oaf that he is.
Ivan,
No, what was his name? I believe it was Octos.
a new emissary. The Hoplite has no desire to pervert the land or the peoples within the land. Our task here is to defeat the Legion, and once we've run them out of this region, we'll no longer be in your hair.
If you wish to fight the Legion, I will not stop you. I just would ask that you keep the fighting away from my people and our pets. You do not
That
need
might be
my
possible
help
for
to
a
go
time.
and wage a war.
But we do need your help. If your forces tip the scale in our favor, we can wipe Legion out from this region, and you'll never see them again. Or us, for that matter. We're not here as conquerors. But you must fight.
So they all say. If you wish to turn the blight red with blood, I suggest go and talking to those aggressive gluttons that call themselves the Buffo-men. They are much more welcoming and lack the IQ to understand the reason behind a desire to maintain peace.
Then, if you do not wish to fight, or do not wish to shed blood, I can take it that our blood is just as safe from your uh, archers and dragons as well as the Legion.
I have no reason to act against you, or the Legion, as of right now, for that matter. Your people are free to stay here as much as you like. All I ask is that you do not bring the fighting to our doorstep with your silly squabbles of the outside world. Now, if you don't mind, I would no longer wish to hear this babble about war. Make your leave.
I nod my head and thank him for the audience and continue down on my way.
The dragon wranglers behind you step aside, and they let you walk down the steps, slowly disappearing back into the pagodas from which they came.
Oh yeah, do they have is there a market here?
A market?
Yeah, I wanna they have
trade?
vibrant cloth. Yeah, they have vibrant cloth. I wanna buy a cloak.
You could probably look around and find one. Maybe find someone willing to trade something. What do you have to trade?
Fuck, I actually don't know. I think I only have I have the Mark of the Legion and I have that horn.
You could probably trade that horn for a few things.
I'm gonna trade that horn for a purple cloak.
Yeah, somebody is really interested in that horn. As you go around looking to find some sort of fancy shawl or cloak or something, you can get exactly what you want.
Sick.
Nope.
I trade the horn for purple cloak.
Okay, you have yourself a purple cloak. In the east. Kralikova and Dirge.
It's
Yes,
real Praetorian hours.
Uh,
I will
yeah, take over. What are you doing?
continue approaching the town, village, city.
It's more of a conglomerate of huts than it is anything else. Although you'll find a series of like open spaces where
Alright,
Booflemen
where's
just sort
Jar
of
Jar Binks?
trade blows and attack each other. Spar on the mat. But you'll notice as you start to leave the jungle and walk into more visible regions, a lot of these Booflemen give you the eye. They're
Misa think this is lolly big trouble.
please no.
Saru's fault.
You
I didn't expect, like, they don't sound like fucking Gungans, but I was thinking more Warhammer Frogmen, ultra powerful like fucking wizard dudes.
you start to approach the more populated area, and you see that these people have a strong but sumo-esque physique. And that their arms are very long, oddly long. It's unnervingly lanky, but muscular. Who's with you, Kralikova?
Big guy.
Dirge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yup.
You continue moving. Or where do you
Yes.
move to? Go ahead and move like five hexes.
I try to go to like the biggest hut or the one that seems most important, something like that.
Right. You move into this region in this little area here.
Let me zoom in because I cannot
Can't-
see shit.
yeah. These nameplates are so bad.
I mean, I don't move into it. I just on the outskirts.
Mm-hmm. So you'll peer into this little area here, and you'll find that there are a lot of Booflemen about. Most of them doing the same thing as the other ones that you've seen. That there are also like a small sport fighting rings going on.
Oh, actually, the lesser is also with me.
Okay.
Spearmaker.
And though people seem to be giving you the eye, a lot of them seem to be held back. Maybe by the presence of your soldiers, the Midman, and the Purgator at your side. But most of this area looks a bit, normal. There is no extravagant hut. There's no big hut. In this little...
Alright, can I ask
Sure.
random Boofman?
You can. What do you ask?
I wanna know if they have some sort of leader or someone in charge.
Yes, they tell you about the chieftain Kane. And he lives in seclusion, though he is their leader. He lives a little bit further away from this, the main population center. They'll direct you to this guy's direction.
All right. I will also ask one of them that, even though I heard they were good anima users, I see they mostly fight in physical ways, or, well, at least s- in a sports sense.
Yeah, Kralikover, you're gonna have to put on the oil and sumo wrestle them.
Sumo wrestlers don't use oil, sir.
Well, these guys are all these, the men and women of the Bufomen tribe, they're all oiled up all the time.
I should have sent Perseus here.
He's Roman. He's not Greek.
Yes, one Bufomen will babble on about how the true strength of the self comes from, actual physical power, and he will flex his grotesque, muscular fat body at you. While another one will feel emasculated that the guy next to him is doing it, so he does it too. Until eventually a fight breaks out. Do you enter this little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hex area at all? This little village.
I mean, the people I was talking to just broke into a fight. Is there anyone that's not fighting around?
There are, but they're also cheering the fight on.
It's time to incite some gambling. It's gamba time.
Hold on. I'm getting angry DMs from Pokemon. Oh, what do you now?
Do I see a lot of food around?
Yes. This place is well stocked in food. A lot of it is reminiscent of what there was in the river farmers region, but then there's also meat that looks like it didn't come from a bug or a giant crustacean. Give me a. Do you have? Is there insight in this game?
I think.
There is
There's perception, awareness.
There is insight.
Oh yeah, there is.
yeah, there's insight.
Actually, insights. Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check. Nothing, there's something sort of poking around in the back of your head, but you can't figure it out.
I will ask the predators with me if they see something off with the meats or the food around.
No. They think the food around here is whatever you'd find back home. They kill it. That over there is a giant spider. That over there is a crawdad. That over there is they'll just go down various things.
Yeah, that actually seems like home. Which one is the guinea pig?
Over there they had a handful of pupa. It's regular food.
All right.
Oh wait, that's
I will
people.
just
As one of them
Oh.
points to that sort of pinkish reddish meat.
oh. Is it what kind of people? Like normal size or diminutive?
Judging by the amount, it's small or larger. Definitely not diminutive. It's too much meat for a diminutive.
Alright. So not a midman, so a small man.
Yeah, small man. I mean, it could be a smaller cut of a midman, but looking around, they don't look like they could take midman on their own.
Okay.
Well, with the groups of the people that there are here, maybe they can take on a midman or two.
Alright. I will just continue towards the chieftain then.
Continue on towards the chieftain. As you approach this little secluded area, you'll see in the distance what looks like a hut, a large yurt, but there's no top, and the walls aren't completely there. And sitting on a sort of stump pulled out of the ground and replaced in the middle of this yurt is this big ugly motherfucker.
Hold on to science guy.
E Honda.
A crazed look in his eye.
Alright, I will ask Pirmen the Lesser if we have some meat to offer as a gift.
He looks to his people and they nod their heads and start going through their packs, and he'll pull out here and there, some like a lobster or two, all tied up so it doesn't pinch him. And it just squiggles around like a lobster does.
These two are carrying actually live lobster.
Well, I mean, you gotta keep them fresh. I mean, you've seen
Yeah.
them in your travels. They just bite into them and start eating. The predators are they're wilding, okay? They get the big old bug and they just bite into it. They don't even cook it. You haven't seen a single perd cook their meal. They just eat.
Okay. And I've seen people carry crabs over here and cook them and eat them on trains, but that's about it.
On the trains?
On the trains.
That's honestly kind of based. These guys don't do that. They bite right in. They usually start with the tail, or the top of the back of the tail, or the head, the midsection of the head. They just crack it and slurp out all the meat. The giant spiders, they just pluck legs off and chew on those first, and then go into the abdomen. And those things are as big as your head.
Spider legs are okay. Spider abdomen, no. Anyways, yeah, I will just greet the chieftain and offer a couple lobsters.
Let's see, where are my notes? What do you say exactly? And how do you present these gifts?
I know his name, right? He's Ken.
Yeah, Kane.
Kane, okay. Greetings, Chieftain Kane. My name is Kralikova, and well, wanted to have a meeting with you. I bring this small offering, and just present the lobsters.
You present the lobsters. Do you place them down? Do you approach them with it? What do you do?
And approach him and put the lobsters down nearby.
He, if you look in the image on Discord at Kane, one of his eyes is much redder than the others, and it does look just like that right now. Maybe not as bug-eyed, and he doesn't have a grin on his face, but slowly, his eyes widen a little bit. He uncrosses his legs upon his little stump throne, steps forward, and he plants himself into the ground, placing one hand on the ground before him, and gives you a large grin. And that's where we're in the game for today.
Honey.
Alright, see you next week for sure.
Perfect time.
For real, on God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kralikova's gonna get fucking manhandled.
Oh no.
So,
we literally
what?
No
Flap,
spinach.
flap.
Give me a sec.
About to get ugly bastarded. You guys kind of defeated an emissary. I guess
And how much HP does that guy have to like survive all that?
I'm not telling you.
Alright, give me a percentage.
You did a little less than 30% of his HP. Now maybe 30 exactly, actually. I made it so emissaries couldn't be cheesed that hard. Although I have my
I mean-
designs. I'll tell you guys after you all die or beat the game.
Alright.
We would have one-shot him. Easy.
Yes, next time on the Eastern Legions.
We're gonna die.
Good game. Like I said, you kind of beat an emissary. You recruited a dude. You got some army out of it. A lot of people defected. Well, actually, the defectors, they're already technically defected. A lot of people may have joined the Legion. Not sure if that's a victory or not.
It's a victory because it just means there's more things for us to raid in the future.
I mean,
True.
they
All of
already
them
joined the
raids.
Legion. Like, I was unironically about to cast on them, but then I realized I had no mana.
And the
Yeah.
chieftain might like shit his pants that we just vaporized his former countrymen.
Yeah, well, anything else that I can say about today's game? Nope. I think that's all. You guys did a decent, well, not decent. You guys did good. You guys did good, even though, it's going against the design of my game, but that's not to worry about. What's the point of making a rail if we're not gonna jump off of it? So, I guess I can turn this off and you can proceed to say the N-word.